Guys, I've come to a conclusion. I think I'm ill. I think I'm ill. Because Manchester City just beat Chelsea. And I promise you... I promise you... I'm happy, bro. Not because of Man City winning, but I'll tell you why. These Chelsea fans... Oh, we're gonna talk today, bro. We're gonna talk. Oh, they abused me, bro. Why? Is it a colour thing? Because realistically, I don't get why I got abused for that. And I've been trying to explain myself all season. But guys, listen, I'm going to get into it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. Your boy, CultureCams. Manchester City 3, Chelsea 1. All right, let me get straight into it. Chelsea. Let's talk about Chelsea. Because a man once said, all I said in February 2024, people, I said, if you sack Poch tomorrow, I don't think anything will change. That's all I said. I said, you've got players on long contracts who are average. Why would they have the motivation? That's all I said. I think that's fair questioning. I think that's a fair thing to say. They called me a thug. They said, remove his pod license. They said, ban podcasts. They said, he just chats shit. No one will take you seriously. I've gone through so many of them quotes. They're all saying Maresca out. Clear Lake out. We don't have a plan. Great squad building. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? But you know what Thanos said? You couldn't live with your own failure. So where did that bring you? Right back to me. Right back to me. All I wanted to do is highlight that Poch was doing an okay job. Poch finished 6th, 8 wins in his last 12 games at Chelsea. Now Chelsea sit 6th. The exact place where they sacked Poch. They're talking about Maresca out. Maresca this. There was somebody that was here trying to just give a valid discussion to you guys. And I got abused. I want an apology. Because the thing about me, if I'm wrong about something, I'll come up on my podcast, I'll come up on my platform and say, guys, I was wrong, you know. For example, Levi Colwill. I actually really rated him. I don't rate him no more. I was wrong about him. I thought, yeah, this guy could go to the next level. Don't fancy him. I don't fancy him much. That's the thing. We on podcasts and we on YouTube, we put our face to things. People just go on the internet and abuse and abuse and abuse and abuse. But when it's time to say sorry or be like, you know what, I was wrong, they're nowhere to be found. They're nowhere to be found. But listen, guys, that's the Twitter community. I'll deal with that on Twitter. Right now, this is my YouTube community. Not all of you are from Twitter, so big up you guys that are not from Twitter. Let's talk about the game. I've got a few points that I want to talk about. I'm going to start with Chelsea. As I said, I don't think they're too different in terms of what they are under Maresca and what they are under Poch. I do think Maresca is making a lot of errors in these games now. I think we're starting to see his in-game management is not great. Me at home, I could see that Noni Madueke was not tracking Vardio. Now, this was, you got one warning, cool. You got 2 warnings, cool. But now when it gets to 4, 5 warnings, surely as the manager, you do something to change that. Doesn't mean you have to hook him, even if you have to hook him. But you get a message across. Track your man. Because I have no idea what Noni was doing in the first half. Yeah, he got the goal, but he was doing absolute nonsense defensively. Absolute nonsense. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Genuinely, what are you doing? And then they go and get punished from that. But how can some people at home be seeing these things and the manager, who's meant to be a top-class manager, doesn't? And I heard him come out today and say, top 4, our target is top 4 next season, then the season after that is the title. That's not going to cut it at Chelsea Football Club, not with their fans. Not with their fans. Not after the investment that's been spent. Not after sacking Pochettino, who ended the season pretty well. 8 wins in his last 12 games. But everyone said it's the everybody eats time of the season. When you start the season, you can start well and you can end bad. Now, it's not over for Chelsea. It's not over. Nothing's over for Chelsea. They can still try and get the top four, but they're going to really have a battle on their hands. Newcastle are there flying. You got Forest just got battered today, but they've had a good season. You got Man City, who I expect to still make the top four. So it's a real battle for Chelsea, but regardless, they don't look too far off what they were last season, in my opinion. I really don't think so. And you're looking at the squad usage as well, in terms of still, it doesn't feel like Chelsea know what their proper front three is, which is kind of disturbing for them, which is going to cause issues for them, 100%. But individuals as well. I'm not only going to talk about Maresca, because my main point about the Poch thing was I feel the players are letting him down. And I'm looking at it as well. Yes, there's management stuff, but for me, it's not good enough from Levi Colwill. It's not good enough from Sanchez, who is just Sanchez is a double agent at this point. Sanchez is a double agent for Chelsea. Let's have it right. He's a double agent. He just said, yo, listen, Maresca came out and said, hey, bruh, you know, he's got a lot of stuff to improve on, but you know what? I still trust him. You know, that's my goalkeeper. Sanchez said, yeah? Let me show you why you should never trust me. Let me show you why I'm going to snake you. That second goal, I have no idea what he's doing. But I'm looking at Nico Jackson. Guys, I think my first video returning back on YouTube was about Nico Jackson. I think so. I don't know. I need to check. And I was bigging him up, and I'm saying, yeah, this guy, like, if he can put the pieces together with his goal scoring, because his hold-up play, his general play is great. He got the assist again today. But I'm not going to lie to you. Too many attacks are being wasted with Nico Jackson. Too many attacks are being wasted, and that's just the reality. He gets in good positions, and he slips, or he's making the wrong pass, or he's making a poor shot. I think he needs to do a lot better. Noni, offensively, I think he was doing what Noni does. He takes on people. He tries to put crosses across the box. He's dynamic. You know, he's relentless. So he did okay going forward, but defensively, for me, he was terrible, and he let down Chelsea today. Enzo, everybody was asking for apologies. Apologize to Enzo. Apologize. Sometimes you don't even need to say too much. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to try and make it out like I'm kicking someone, like, or got an agenda or piling onto somebody. All right. I just don't think that the player that people think that he is, the top level, I don't think he'll ever be that in the Premier League. Maybe in another league where it's a bit slower and stuff. But sometimes I'm looking at it, I'm like, I thought that midfield Chelsea would give City's midfielder Bernardo, Gundogan, and Kovacic some trouble. It was a walk in the park for them. Absolute walk in the park. So is that Maresca's fault, or is that part of the player's fault? I thought Caicedo was terrible today. Sancho. Again, another one where people are saying, give us apologies, give us apologies. Sancho is what Sancho is. Not much threat. Good link up, but a lot of the times just passing it down the side to Cucurella or whoever makes that overlap run. A lot of times it's Enzo these days. Little side pass, get the ball, little side pass, and then the guy tries to cross it in. Not much threat. Not gonna. And soon Chelsea fans are going to be demanding him to start scoring more goals. He's only got 2 this season. Only got 2. Maybe that's why they want Garnacho. Maybe that's why. Can you turn your nose up at Garnacho with your wingers like that right now? I don't know if you can. I truly don't know if you can. I'm seeing a lot of outrage about it, but I don't know if you can. Because I don't see Chelsea's wingers really giving much penetration or doing too much. You know? But let's talk about the main man. Let's talk about the main man, Cole Jamin Palmer. Let's talk about him. Big games is the question. The big games. You know? And I'm looking at it, and I look at Cole Palmer, and I said it on my podcast on FCM. I said, I feel like Cole Palmer in big games needs to be a player that plays on the right-hand side. Pack up your midfield, like if they had a Conor Gallagher or something, but pack up their midfield and then have Palmer coming off the right-hand side, where he can kind of be more elusive. I feel like in these big games, when teams are obviously of higher quality and they set their mind to like, okay, he's the danger man here, he's easy to mark out of games. He's easy to mark out of games. In terms of a proper performance, I haven't really seen one from Palmer in a big game. If you want to count Man United as a big game, meh. Like in the proper games, I haven't seen enough from him in these games for Chelsea. And the thing is, I'm consistent. I can't call Salah the Gusmo. I can't call Bruno just tries to get GA. Because when and not say anything about Cole Palmer. Because when I'm watching Cole Palmer in these games, yeah, he's trying to get in these pockets. But when he gets in these positions, he's forcing it. Because maybe he hasn't had the ball for quite a long time in the game. So when he gets it, he wants to rush it or do something like that. But I'm like, you need to just build yourself into the game. And it's looking like now he's just kind of, when somebody gets a thirst for goals, it's now just like become that, like you get thirst for GA. So now you're just like, that's all I want. That's all I want. That shouldn't be Cole Palmer for me. You're too good of a footballer to be that. So I'm massively disappointed. I'm massively disappointed in Cole Palmer in these type of games. I would move him off to the right so he can be a bit more elusive, so the ball can come to him a little bit more. Maybe he can be doing them inside crosses. A little bit more of the ball can be at him, because right now it just looks like he's ghosting into areas, and these are what people criticize Phil Foden for. Just ghosting into areas, waiting just to behind the pockets, and when you get it, you're forcing your actions. And for me, Palmer's a better player than that. So I'm disappointed. I'm actually disappointed. Don't go down the Gusmo way. Or I'm going to have to say, hey, that's not my baller, man. That's not my baller. You know what I'm saying? I want him to be a pure footballer. I want to play the game the right way. But if I just see him hanging around, trying to just go hang or just try and get GA and just force the ball, and then, real different to Bruno's and stuff like that. Who, by the way, Bruno's been brilliant in the last few weeks. But yeah, that's a separate discussion. So yeah, man, I'm disappointed in him there. I saw Gusto come on and start playing inverted. I'm like, bro, get these hipsters out of the game, man. Get these hipsters out of the damn game. Why is Gusto playing inverted? Profile your players, man. Profile your players properly. I thought Trev was good today. But other than that, I look at the team, I don't think there was much. I was really disappointed in Chelsea. I really expected Chelsea to give the game. I had Chelsea winning today. I really thought they'll give the game to Man City. Thought Man City were there for the taking. Think they gave them way too much respect. They were treating them like prime Man City. Disappointing for me. Massively disappointing. But now, I know Chelsea fans. The pressure's on. The pressure's on to Maresca. Time is ticking. It's tick-tock. 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 That's the way it works with Chelsea. They ain't got time. They ain't got patience. I'm sure I'm going to go and see Matisse shouting the place down. I'm going to go check Eunice shouting the place down. Who else? All the Chelsea boys. CB. I see him shouting the place down on Twitter and stuff. I'm watching. I'm looking. I'm the all-seeing eye. I'm the all-seeing eye. Trust me, I've got that abuse waiting. Listen, when I finish this, I'm going into my bookmarks, people. Oh, I can't wait. I'm salivating. This is going to be juicy. But let's talk about Man City. Erling Haaland. Wait. He released some new boots, He released some new boots. And on the quote, it's like, there will be goals. I was sitting there thinking, all right, you said there's going to be goals. Let me see. And he said, you know what? I'm not even only going to give you goals. I'm going to give you an all-round centre-forward play. All-round centre-forward play. I don't know if them boots have magic in them, but Haaland's touch was sticking. Haaland was holding Colwell off. Haaland was running channels. I was like, yeah. And one thing I liked about Man City today, and maybe it's because of Edison, because he had a ball-playing masterclass today, but they went to Erling Haaland quick. I am a big fan of Haaland. I don't like when people try and say he's just a poacher. I'm telling people now, I know he's better than that. And it's annoying because you don't get to see it. But it's games like this. Haaland is the best transition threat striker in the world, unless you count Mbappe as a striker. In open space or in a little bit of space, he can work. His struggles are when it's in the tight and he's in the box and the guys are climbing on him, blah, blah, blah. But when he's able to stretch his legs, go to the channels and stuff, he's a top forward. Top forward. Taking his goal well, even if Sanchez was doing madness, taking his goal well. Man City, fair enough to them. Khabib. Hey, dust it down, man. I saw Fuad post. It happened to Nemanja Vidic. Vidic spoken about it. Terrible debuts. Dust it down, Khabib. Dust it down. You know what I mean? I actually started feeling sorry for him, but listen, a poor start, but fair enough. Okay, he didn't really recover too much. He didn't really do nothing after that, but got the book in. But listen, calm down. The first game thrown straight in against Chelsea. It's not easy. It's not easy. So chin up, head up to him. But Man City, fair play to them, man. They controlled the game. They looked a bit more like what City should. But I don't think Chelsea did enough. But Man City controlled it, passed it around. Mamouche should have had a few goals, but he was offside for some. He was a bit eager today. I thought he could have slipped in Foden. I think overall, just a balanced performance from Man City. They didn't need to bring on their subs to come and win them their game or nothing. I think they controlled the game. When they went 1-0 down, they responded brilliantly. And listen, proofs in the puds. Comfortable win in the end. Pep Guardiola schools his young'un in, or I don't even know if he's younger than him, but schools Maresca, and they move on. But that's a big result in the title race, or in the top 4 race, which is probably looking the most exciting race in the Premier League at the moment. So that's a big one. Man City go above Chelsea. People were talking about Chelsea potentially forget the title because, you know, we're all just talking about, like, they were talking about, can Chelsea potentially finish second? Can they finish? But now they're 6th. Big turnaround over the new year, man. Big turnaround. And then Conference League is going to come. And then FA Cup is going to come. So fixtures are going to come. Is this team ready? Is Garnacho going to spark their season? I don't know. But I'm telling you now, I know Chelsea fans through and through, they're going to turn on the guy, man. They're going to turn on the guy. They already have, but I'm just waiting for it to become mainstream. They're already, it's in the game, blah, 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 in-game decisions, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But there's a difference between questioning the manager and saying sack. I would even say sack Maresca at this point. I'd keep him probably at this point. But I'm just there to say justice for Poch. I'm not even rate Poch like that. But the way people were going on, as if everything was his fault, with all them injuries he had, but Maresca hasn't had, I just think it was very, very harsh. That's all it was for me. I thought it was very, very harsh. But guys, FCM tomorrow. Make sure you guys check out DR Sports. FCM will be tomorrow after Manchester United, Fulham. It's your boy CultureCams. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Let's get to 25k, people. Big love for the support. We've got some more things coming. I've ordered some things. Listen, it's going to be a good time. And I'm going to be going live soon and be doing watch-alongs as well when I can. So this channel is really going to start going up. Big up, everybody. Areola. Big hit. Well, I'll talk about that on FCM, man. Listen, the other results all happened. We'll talk about that on FCM. Let me know, guys. Do you guys want me to be doing Premier League roundups or just like the final game, the big game? Let me know. If you want me to be doing quick Premier League roundups, I can do that. Premier League roundup in 20 minutes type vibe. Let me know. But guys, as I said, hit the likes. Your boy, CultureCams. I'm out. Peace.